Morning, folks. Phil Gallagher of ThrabenU here for another Monster Train run. Just thinking about playing some Magic today, but this game's so good. It's really got its teeth into me right now. Alright, we are Stygian Umbra against Cleanse Seraph with an okay starting deck. A Preserve early means that we can potentially set up free Crypt Builders a little bit easier than normal, and I'm rarely sad to see pack morsels with a starting deck here. Notably, we don't really have a way to pick off backline creatures right now. I might need to take Sweep Tethys. Alright. So doing a quick look at the run. Looks like we're going to be offered a Stygian unit first. And maybe a chest and an Umbra unit, depending on how things go. And this. If we can build a single floor run, that'd be kind of cool. Because whatever second creature we pick up, we don't get to upgrade until right before Fell. Alright. Oh, these are both insane. So, the Commemorative Spike is kind of cool. We can try to feed Tethys so that Tethys can survive stuff in Circle 2, such as the spikes and sweep. But this solves an immediate problem we have of not being able to pick off backline creature. So I think we're taking this, and then we just like set up Tethys on either floor 2 or floor 3 for early fights. Alright. I don't know that I'm consistently having enough damage to set up the Crypt Builder stuff. Kinda just want more Frostbite to synergize with this. The Frostbite, too, makes it so that at least early on I'm less likely to need. If I wouldn't have picked that artifact, I would have gone Sweep Tethys, though. So this gives me the possibility of getting a second unit. Meaning that if I kind of roll well and get the Collector, which is asking a lot, if I do both of those things, I can potentially not run into that problem where my second Merchant of Steel is on floor 6. I should probably take this, but I'm taking some fire damage for doing this, and it really negates the power of my trinket, unfortunately. Wow. Alright. We can get a very beefy Tethys, though, to start things off with. I guess there's no downside of playing all three of these. Taking my pick. Yeah, this Ember... Well, actually, the Ember's really good next turn. Means that I can Crypt Builder something plus play a Train Steward. Yeah, go ahead and take that. And... see. This damage difference probably doesn't matter. This 25 as of right now is more than enough to kill this. I'll take the lifesteal in case there's a situation where I don't end up playing a Train Steward in front of Tethys immediately. Great. Fourth Ember, not doing exactly what I wanted though. So let's look at one of these. You're getting through in all likelihood unless I draw Crypt Builder next turn. I draw Crypt Builder next turn, but I'd rather hit you, though. Probably rather hit you and then kill one of these. So this is happening, and this is happening. Right now. That's lethal on Ooh, for sure. Go ahead and hit you. Okay, there's a Crypt Builder. I think is just hitting this. And I kill one of these, maybe two of them. Now... I think I'm going to use this to preserve this Crypt Builder, in all likelihood, so I don't think I'm going to use this turn. If I play two morsels in front here, I can kill both of these, save 5 fire damage. Then use Crypt Builder on the boss in a following turn, while also playing another Train Steward in front to block. Sucks that I can't really take it out. Alternatively, I just Crypt Builder this turn. I think the 60 damage here is really good. Does this end up being better to do this? Put them in back now that it's double lifesteal, so these save 4 each. So this blocks. Because, like, kind of interestingly, it's better to play double Train Steward in front. Yeah. Let's go, yeah. Throw this in back so we can kill that later. And I'll play 2 new Train Stewards in front, block for Tethys. I don't need this. About to reshuffle the deck. Keeping Preserve in hand versus Deadweight in hand is the same. In terms of dead draws, I don't want to redraw this. You can hang out on floor 2 on the off chance that you end up doing 4 damage somehow. We'll go ya. Preserve the Crypt Builder. And turn. Alright, we get there. Which way do we want to kill this? Let's overkill it. Alright, 10 fire damage for that trial is not bad. I'd gladly take either one of these here. So with Preserve, we have a better chance of setting up a Crypt Builder, and taking Offering Token plays towards that. It also plays towards getting incant units in my next 2 picks. But Helical Crystallis is another big, heavy-hitting card that allows me to salvage the next battle if my picks are bad. I think the Offering Token is better, but it's pretty close. I can take Prismal Dust for basically exactly the next fight. Don't think I want to do that, though. I think I'm just gonna skip this pick. Yes. Yes. Multiple free things in the deck right now. This is the sort of scaling unit that I want. If I get another incant unit, we can probably build a single floor run pretty easily. Gold will be the limiting factor for whether or not I'm going to have to upgrade it. I would love to see like a shark now, maybe? Is a Siren of the Sea with plus 25 HP and 2 damage shield enough to actually realistically tank for this run? Borderline. Regardless, I take this right now. I might do double floor setup and just like have an Umbra banner plus Gorger. We'll see what the upgrades end up looking like here. Quick Rage is pretty cool. So, like, unquestionably, this one needs to happen. That's what gets me through the next fight. And now it's just a question of, like, damage shield 2 versus quick on the Rage 1. Or later on, and I mean, like, 3-ish floors from now, where, like, we've done some cost reduction stuffs, Nameless Siren gets real big. You can actually save a decent amount of damage by making the Nameless Siren quick. But it is a lot of money right now. And I do kind of just want to re-roll the shop and see if we can hit double small upgrade for this. That works, right? 60, 75, plus 50, yeah. I don't really want to go this way. I want to go this way. We whiffed on the second upgrade, but we're pretty strong for the short term. Strong enough that I think I can still go left like I want to. I think as long as I set up on the top floor, this is fine. Like, Tethys is gonna die to one hit from the boss, but this is 35 HP, this is 20 HP, and I expect to kill a bunch of stuff with this. This is great. So I'm thinking about whether or not I scale or whether or not I do 6 damage for this. So either way, this happens. This is worth 6 damage to this, but this is worth probably more than that. I don't know. Like, my Rage Siren plus this should kill this unit, so Tethys doesn't. Let's just take the damage here. I think we kill the boss pretty handily either way. Yeah. Now I think it's that. And to get another incant here, we do that. And then we get a bonus Ember. Yeah, I think we do need a second floor because I have all of these things that I don't actually have space to effectively put down. Like... Yeah. The other thing I can do is just, like, aggressively remove shade splitters. That's fine as well. I guess technically this damage shield thing here. Alright, now do I just want to crit builder this and then just eliminate one enemy unit? Yes. Yes, I do. Don't think we need to cast this turn up here. Tethys isn't attacking. Good stuff. Alright, now let's just build some rage. And I think building rage is just better than playing another train surge. We've got 200 damage pretty easily here. Yeah. Ah, Tethys didn't even die. Good stuff. Third Crypt Builder, probably not good. Energy Siphon and Flash Freeze are both fine. I think I like the Flash Freeze here. For anything that has more than 2 HP, I can't really pick it off as a backline unit yet. For similar reasons, I'd probably take a Mind Call. Well, I really would prefer like an Umbra Assault, but the bonus Ember is totally fine. I think I'm taking Ember after the first boss. We're going here, and we're probably just doing some card remove here. If we find a Sap Totem, we're probably just doing card removes here. How strong we are. So we're going to thin the deck of Frozen Lances and Splitters a little bit while doing cost reductions. Makes this a little bit less necessary. But picking off bombs in the Daedalus fight is probably something that I should just respect. Seven Ember on turn 1 makes my Crypt Builders noticeably better, but then probably isn't going to do too much else. I think I'm just going to take the Merchant Cost reduction. Okay, we got a Gorger. Which Gorger is better? Probably just Crucible Warden. There is something to taking Alloyed Construct here, because it is just a large DPS increase, but I think my top floor is going to be a murder floor enough of the time. Oh. Like, the damage shields are going to get cleansed for Crucible Warden. Alloyed Construct is fine if you have more uncommon and rare morsel production, so you can give it lifesteal. And this also isn't going to get buffed until floor 6. Am I picking up another banner? I'm picking up a Stygian banner next floor. Try to find just a shark and make it endless or something. I need something to eat all the morsels that I'm producing. So, Is it a creature that I try to pick up next floor and I, like, lose the ability of gaining something via Gorge? Or do I just accept one of these units? If I pick this, I also need to put maybe need to put something else behind it, and maybe need capacity in this run. And if I pick this, I'm just worried about it dying. Like, we didn't pick up Umbra Assault, we have 2 consumed morsels, and that's it as far as extra morsel production goes. Maybe that's enough that it's acceptable to take this. Oh, this is weird. I try not to pick that unit. I really don't like it. Let's assume it's more important to get the Train Stewards out of the deck than it is to get Frozen Lances out. Frozen Lances still give incant stuff. So notably, by picking this unit, now I'm not guaranteed to have full setup on turns 1 and 2, which is a little unfortunate. Ah, yikes. Okay. So the good stuff is going floor 2. Where are you going? So, like, that's happening, since this is the small floor. Now it's the question of, like, am I setting you up on bottom floor into all this crap, or am I setting you up top floor? There's Explosive Sigil. You just take 10, 11, and play you up there. Could not play you, but it's probably better to just put this in play on the small floor. Oh, that doesn't count as dying. It's only 10. I feel like that's something I should have known. Alright, so this goes here. We play that, puts us down to 1 Ember. Play that, puts us back up to 2 Ember. And I think this and starting to scale is more valuable than anything else. So we are for sure playing 2 of these. Gets our fuel going here. Starts to scale that creature. Then, do I want to scale more, or do I want to take a Train Steward out of my deck? I think I want to scale more. Great work, bud. Great work. I want to try to protect you. Do I want to kill this? I guess you kill this unit anyway. I guess protecting you is fine. Now, I think I'll do this, this, yeah, lifesteal is exactly what I'm looking for. Damage shield is fine. Another buff here. This unit is actually going to put in a little bit of work. While that cavern event we got isn't really the cavern event that you want to see, it's certainly a cavern event that gives you a little relevant boost for the Daedalus fight. Like, because of the Frostbite we already have stacked on this thing, like, we're already doing 125 on that floor. Just, like, very easily have the kill on the mid floor. Yep. Good stuff. Not even 2 turn cycles to get that done. Ancient Synergy versus Deep Offering. I have no cost reduction on my spells yet. I am taking Ember. Going to a Merchant of Magic. I just want like cost reduction on 1 billion spells rather than trying to do cost reduction on Ancient Synergy. I would want an Ancient Synergy later in this run, or when we start getting into double 190 HP units. Or for when my setup turns are slow. It is a rare, so if I want it, I should probably take it now. I don't think it's going to be the best card in the short term. Setting up 2 floors worth of stuff awkwardly. Alright. Don't love picking that. Like, it's obviously good for the Gorge side of this deck, but the Gorge side of the deck isn't nearly as good as my other side. Alright, we've got some stuff to think about. Sentry's so good. Titan Sentry is just like something I can play on the bottom floor and let it die, give it endless, and it's very strong. But at 1 Merchant of Steel, I'm already looking for 2, 3, 4, 5 upgrades. I think I just skip this and try to play a 2-floor game. Like, this is trying to be my bottom floor in a weird sort of way. I think we're often... Well, we're going to alternate between being a mid and top floor Tethys build depending on what our draws look like. So we don't know for sure whether or not the spell weakness will actually be good. So I'm just going to take this and make sure that we kill the bosses. Alright, I need to check something real quick. So I do need to make sure that I solve the Pyre Wings problem at some point. So since we are against Cleanse Seraph, we have 3 Pyre Wings to deal with in the final fight. I haven't solved that problem yet. We might need to pick up some sap or something to help with that. We can go holdover Ancient Synergy with cost reduction to try and solve that problem, but it makes my incant stuff work. Pyre Wings are always in front, and this just about kills them, but doesn't quite kill them. Holdover Offering Token's very good with Crypt Builders, but like that doesn't help solve the Pyre Wings problem. This is also just short of solving the Pyre Wings problem as well. Whatever I give holdover, I can duplicate. I can have 2 holdover Ancient Synergies, spend 4 Ember a turn on that in the late game and nuke everything. And then hopefully use Merchant of Magics to make a whole lot of other stuff free. I mean, that would be one way to solve the problem, but it's a little sketch. Probably not feeding Tethys morsels. Yeah, I mean, mean, maybe that's the way that I solve this problem and don't just, like, roll over and die in the last fight. I don't love that. No, I don't think we want to go that deep on pack morsels. Free flash freeze versus free shade splitter there's kind of weird. Do that so we can get Ember. I don't think I need to spend any more gold. I'm getting removes next floor. With double holdover Ancient Synergy, this should be fine. Even if it's not perfectly fine, it should be good enough that they don't take that much damage. Head up floor 1 with this stuff. We kill 1. You take 4 damage on this. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so that recoups my losses right there. Good stuff. This is why I hate this. It does nothing the turn that it's played. Ooh, if I high roll and get a good morsel, though, this works. Yeah, so there's a morsel with attack. We go, yeah, 26. Oh, I didn't even need that. Okay, cool. You can have 2 lifesteal morsels then. You can eat these for giggles. Oh, I should have spaced that out to see if I could have... Yeah, if I played those in the middle, I could have killed that unit as well. Alright, that's on me. Go in front. Let's loot. Don't need this. Do this here. Play this. Alright, good stuff. We're now set up to probably just take down this fight without much difficulty. This damage is the most relevant thing. Now you all can just hang out up there. Easy. Make the numbers look good, huh? I mean, that may save me some fire health later. Ooh, these are both quite good. Actually, all 3 of these are good. And they all help me solve the Pyro Wings problem. If I take this, I would need to take Capacity, so I should take one of these other 2 things. I think the Dazed is very noticeably better. Like, I have Preserve for Crypt Builders anyway. Yeah, and it, like, this would require me to do something else to break it. So let's just take Frenzied Storm. I don't have any bonus card draw yet, which makes taking this worse. This is really good the second cycle through your deck, because you just get a whole bunch of inverters. But I don't think it's good enough for me to want to take it. and we're probably not a cave-in deck. I don't think we're gonna always like set up on 2 floors that are adjacent to each other so that we can successfully cave in a way that makes sense. Like, you would really only want to cave in right before the boss wave, and we should just kill bosses anyway. Yeah, so I think everything that's over here is quite valuable. I could buy 1 trinket, but let's just get 1 for free. Titan's Claws. Okay with 1 preserve. Firestone Housing. I already have 5 upgrades that I still want to get. It makes sense to go to a Merchant of Steel here, and so like, ignoring this relic for a second, it also makes sense to go to a Merchant of Magic here and continue to do cost upgrades. Then I could go left on the last floor. So going to another Merchant of Steel means that I can put more HP onto this, which is definitely relevant. But I think cost reduction is the most important thing so that I can scale up. I don't know, maybe that's not true. The guild marker makes it so that I could realistically do more with my units than normal. So as of right now, this thing tanks 2 Seraph waves, which is not super great. Yeah, maybe let's take the Firestone Housing. So I need to go to 2 Merchant of Steels then. So this one happens, this one could happen. Yeah, alright. Let's make sure we do enough tanking on the boss to not die to Seraph after building what would otherwise be a pretty strong deck. Not sure if Shade Splitter or Frozen Lance is worse. They're both not exactly fantastic. Alright, am I duplicating the Ancient Synergy, or am I duplicating the Frenzied Swarm? So the Frenzied Swarm makes my Preserve worse. It makes me better at beating the Power Wings, which hopefully Ancient Synergy is already doing. Dazed is so strong. But like, when you have multiple of these and you draw them in the same turn, you gain no benefits from that. Like, this is never a card that you can play 2 of in the same turn, unless you run into some really weird fringe situations. The final floor, the Hellvent is attached to a Merchant of Magic, so I can potentially duplicate multiple things. I think I'm going to just take the Ancient Synergy for now to make sure that I can blast through large waves, and then go from there. Armor 15 is awkward with these. How strong am I? Like, this is great. But armor 15 means that Flash Freeze is off. Mind Collapse is off. I think I can still do this. Like, the fight is a joke without this trial, and like an actual fight with the trial. Alright. Awkward setup. I think you're going floor 2 to try to cleave through some of these before make it to the Tethys floor. My Frostbite does a little bit less damage to the large units, but hopefully that's okay. We'll figure out whether or not I can get that in a second. So, like, I need this, and I need this. I have 3 Ember left. I kill 2 of these with you, as long as you eat. And then I'm going to kill this, and this gets hit by Tethys. Hopefully we draw an Ancient Synergy, and then this becomes a non-issue. I think I can afford this level of greed. This is probably more valuable scaling on this board than anything else. Okay. So that goes there. Cast this on this floor, not up there. Lifesteal's great. Right, duplicated. That might end up being better in the long run. Okay. Go hang out down there, guys. Brick Builders, awkward. I have the Ember to cast it this turn, but we ideally want to hit a unit like this or this with it. I also really do want to just kill one of those. Oh, that doesn't do it. Armor. Alright. I have not played this fight optimally. Let's not kid ourselves here. Ancient Synergy, please bail me out. There's 2 of you. Thank you. Either way, I want to do that. That's awkward. Well, I don't think I need you to win this fight. How do I get the most out of this turn? It's just going to be playing double Ancient Synergy. The question is, like, where, how, that sort of stuff. These tank for 4. So I probably just need to start scaling here. I've done very little scaling. But I also need to blast these units. So no, I'm probably okay to just... Well... Alright. 10 damage. I think I played that turn slightly suboptimally. Alright, so the stealth stacks are really one of the biggest issues I have going right now. So that I get kills on everything here, I need to do that. I need to dazed on, well, not need to, I would like to dazed on the bottom floor because it's also a crypt builder. But then I don't have the second holdover Ancient Synergy. I think that's fine. I want to buy a couple turns with my first few floors, because I'm not doing a very good job of tanking right now. That really meant drawing any morsel this turn. Literally any morsel this turn. Okay. This is fine. Not super fine. But, like, at least this thing has already taken 1 billion damage. But there's still 5 stealth stacks. I might be in trouble. Okay, this helps a lot. So we're gonna do this. Oh yeah! Totem Fragment coming in absolutely clutch. Why did we even need a top floor? Yep. So we're talking about solving the Pyre Wings problem. This is another thing that helps to solve that Pyre Wings problem. Also may randomly enable a crit builder. Nope. We're attached to a... Good. But I really need unit upgrades quite badly. I don't think you need me to tell you that that's good. Here? While you're getting set up, this is valuable. Do I accept a plus 10 HP here? I don't think that I do. I think we're trying to roll a plus 25 HP there. Sure. Here, so you survive the Pyre Wings a little bit better. That makes it so you survive all 3 Pyre Wings, which may or may not be a good large stone. Large stone on allied construct plus morsel master still means that I have room for one morsel, which is fine because it's worth 2 morsels anyway. So as long as the bottom floor is the small floor in the last fight, this is a great upgrade. If top is the small floor, this gets off. I think this upgrade goes here. The other thing I can do is large stone my Siren and then take capacity, but I think I need card draw too much for stacking enhance stacks, but that's not reasonable. Ugh. I do this knowing that this may be questionable. Do I just accept that? Here. I put it here. My initial turn's a little bit less embarrassing. Okay, so how many upgrades do I have left? So I need 1, 2, 3, 4 upgrades. 4 upgrades is pretty reasonable between one shop and a roll. I can just settle for damage shield 2 on this and be okay with that. So I'm looking for an HP upgrade specifically for that, and then I don't really care what goes on the morsel map, or it doesn't matter. So maybe I should just take damage shield 2 on this, just so that I'm less likely to need to reroll the shop later. And now I think Frozen Lance, at least the first Frozen Lance, is worse than the Shade Splitters. Do need to occasionally feed my tank guy so that it does some amount of work. But I think we all know which floor is good and which floor is bad. So this is exactly the sort of thing where, like, we really want the bottom floor to be small. Because I large stoned that one creature. It's okay. Bonus damage shields. Great while I'm getting set up. And these other things are just dying. we're gonna take some initial fire damage before I get set up. Playing you into 14 damage? Yes, I think I am. Did it preserve you? Interesting. So this Ancient Synergy does nothing right now. I think I'm going to win this fight almost entirely with this floor. So do I want to play towards something slipping through? Just ignore my Morsel Master this fight? You're so bad without that. Assume that I will at least like some extra help this fight. Going to preserve this. We'll discard it later somehow. Then let's start working on this statue. In case something slips through, like these. We can potentially save ourselves single-digit points of fire damage. Alright. So you're going here, and our numbers start to look pretty good. Not drawing another, well, I guess a first thing that does anything. This saves a tiny bit of fire damage. Is it just better to skill, though? I think I can save the tiny bit of fire damage. Oop, I miscounted spell shields. These are spell shield 5, right? Ancient Synergy hits 3 times. Oh, okay, got it. The remaining HP. Alright. Let's just do that. Let's do this. You can have 2 lifesteal morsels. These can just hang out here. Scaling, or expose these. Let's expose these. It doesn't make a difference this turn, does it? Haven't eaten yet. It is a little bit of damage on these. $98, taking 48. Another one of these is totally fine. Actually, I can probably do both of these. Let's just play one here and snap this. Preserving my health definitely matters. So I can do that for 1 Ember. Good thing with it. I think my scaling matters here. I think I go, yeah. Oh, that was free. And yeah. 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 Fight's going okay. Give it any better than okay. Like, I'm not doing great with protecting this unit. I really need the additional HP before Seraph, or I don't think I win Seraph fight. Alright, what needs to have a frostbite on it? Pretty similar. I think I'm dazing this floor. Just Crypt Builder plus Ancient Energy. You have less HP, so you should probably get pushed to the back. Yeah, so let's go push you to the back, nuke you. Ooh, then I can't feed down at the bottom if I do that, but both of these are dead. Yes, I can take the 60. Alright, so now we actually have a turn where some pressure is off of me. Which is good. I think I need this time. There's also a point where we sap Seraph. Alright, am I going to get to 40-ish HP on this? Probably not. In which case, does it make more sense to just hit down here at the bottom? That probably does. Like, take this chip damage, get some sap. Damage shield morsel would be pretty clutch here. Eh. How much fuel do you have? You have 5 fuel. You're not lasting 5 turns, so it's better to just play this in front. If we do that, this is going to be worth more than 6 damage. We actually might need the spell weakness to finish this fight. Oh, nope, I think we get it here. So we do that, plus this, plus this. Yeah, alright. Good stuff, but, like, we're not killing Seraph with the stats that I have now. I need that additional HP on my front unit. Shroud Spike is an awesome card, but not really with the Gorger that I have. Or is it? Like, do I just find one Lifesteal Morsel and then, like, have a realistic other floor, or do I just skip this? I'm gonna take 30 seconds and refill my water and think about that. Okay, sorry about the delay. So here's what I'm thinking. We haven't done cost reduction on a bunch of our things like Shade Splitter, and as of right now, our card draw isn't quite enough where we're consistently getting morsels every turn, especially with 2 holdover Ancient synergies later on in fights. So I'm not sure that the Shroud Spike actually does what I want it to do, in that it's a little hard to assemble Shade Splitter plus other card at the same time. And the counter argument there is, yes, but if it's hard for you to assemble that, one huge Shroud Spike turn cuts all that stuff off and like makes it way better. Which I get. Don't think I get to take Gifts for Regards. I don't think I get to take another Ancient's Energy. I think this is just, yep, that card draw. Okay. So now I need to go to one of the next two Merchant of Magics. Or sorry, Merchant of Steels. So which do I value more? A duplication event or Pyre Health? Probably a duplication event. Just like duplicate Frenzied Swarm, maybe. Or even Pack Morsels. I kind of want the HP now. Or in Can't gain armor? Better than 25 HP? Probably similar over the course of a fight. Depends on, I'm gonna get 2 cost reductions. I can just take armor plus 10, all that good. I think I accept that. And then maybe we spike the Incant plus 10 artifact. Or sorry, we spike the Incant triggers twice artifact and I'm quite strong. Purge a card, gain a card. We are really purging cards heavily in this run. Umbra rares don't look particularly good for us. Shroud Mitosis is interesting, but again, a little hard to set up. But Stygian rares, we just passed on a bunch of those as well. What would I take? I'd take Ice and Fire, Siren Song. Consider Harness Spike, maybe. Consider Hoarfrost Effigy if I put Sweep on Tethys. Whereas with Umbra, it's basically Shroud Mitosis. I guess we have more things that we would potentially take with Stygian. I don't know, like hitting Shroud Mitosis particularly is good, but offering. I've been talking all run about how I want to reduce costs of things to 0, and we haven't done enough of that, so I just miss, fortunately. Also makes this Table Vortex a little awkward. Alright, Frostbite 40 or Sweep. I'm not particularly good at tanking Seraph. Sweep means that every time that Seraph is on the same floor as Tethys, I do get to add a little bit of Frostbite to Seraph. And that sort of thing is going to add up and be relevant. The spell weakness also might be super relevant. If I play Tethys on the middle floor, I can actually try and set up killing with Ancient Synergy. This also gives Tethys enough HP that she survives one Fire Wings hit if things go south. I think I do this. This part is now a little bit awkward. I want to remove this Frozen Lens. And then I'm kind of okay with most of the cards that are in my deck. I think I just remove a Crypt Builder since I have double Ancient Energy. It makes my offering token a little bit worse, but I think I'm fine with that. We need one or both of these things to be pretty good to win the run, I think. I think our setup time is a little high, and our overall power level is a touch low. Yeah. About that. Not about that at all. I think with the amount of money that I have banked plus guild marker, I can probably have a decent chance of winning the run without. I'm worried about taking too much fire damage in this fight that I'll be worried about things slipping through. Like, one of these things slipping through represents just so much damage. And Tethys having... I think this is a no-go. Stop that. We're awkward. But one of these is dying. But I don't know that I can just, like, play this creature out into this much damage. I know that I am doing this and this. I know that I am doing one of these. So with damage shield 4, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I take 15 on this, then have light. I guess. Alright. Oh, geez. Okay. So. Play this. Loot. So I can Mind Collapse this. And I'm only taking 10. Okay, that's fine. Not as bad as it initially looked. You can have Lifesteal. And you can have Lifesteal. You can get Mind Collapsed. Okay, now do I want 4 attack on this back unit, or do I want to drain something? I think I want them. Sorry, that should have been, or do I want to save 10 HP on this? That's what that dynamic should have been. Drain you. That represents a lot of saved HP over 2 turns. Alright, so unquestionably, that needs to go in the front. Now I think we're looking at... Oh no, that's not offering token, that's... Okay, that's preserve. Backline unit for Achra. I need to be looking at scaling up my HP on this so that I survive crap like this. The question is, like, can I kill this? Cost me energy to do so. Unit goes down to 41. Oh no, oh no, no, no. You have 20 frostbite, it's okay. So I think I like 2 fuel. I'm guaranteed lots of food for you next turn. I think I like this to this to lower the HP on that. And let's go ahead and preserve the Crypt Breaker and accept 10 fire damage. Okay. This is much better than it looks. It looks bad. If we scale there, so this creature is going to get attacked. I need to do that. Daze bottom floor, probably. Yeah, we're probably dazing the bottom floor. Fine, collapsing this. I don't play this energy. Okay, probably. Alright, so multiple lifesteal morsels is good. Then let's just cast this because it's free to. Wait, hold on. This has a plus 10 on it. So I can also Ancient Energy. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, alright. Now, let's just play these out so I don't redraw them in another pass through the deck. Same this. Do this. Now, Crypt Builder that, get kills on everything. Now, scaling versus just... I think I just need to do some cleanup on this floor. Maybe better to train the Gilded Wings there, but I just get to do this. Save 10 HP. Yeah, save 10 HP. Does not feel like a deck that beats Seraph. Also scaled this thing more than I want to. I only get to kill one of these. I can Crypt Builder you to the back? Yeah, this turn's awkward. I think I need to kill these things. And then hope to redraw one of my Ancient's Energies to get the kill on the top floor on this if my mid floor doesn't do it. I don't think I want to try to high roll with Drain. Alright. This is a weird enough situation that it probably requires some math. So, my Duder has 73 health, and the first cycle here... Okay, you know what? Before we do the math, let's, like, play this fight right. Wonder if that was playing the fight wrong. Like, I saved health on this, but, like, maybe that wasn't actually a good thing. Okay, now that I've done that, like, I guess we're in for that. Okay, that did not help. Alright. Well, now we have a holdover thing, so I can, like, pretty much guaranteed get the kill on the top floor, even if this floor is just a disaster, which it's not. Alright, great. Oh, this deck is so sketchy. Going to a Merchant of Magic, what would I put a plus 10 damage on? Put it on Flash Freeze. This would be really good with plus 20 and Consume. Really good. Alright. Hedging for that, I will take a very late Ice Storm. See myself losing the last fight. Let's see if we can salvage. Alright, we can talk. One cost Ancient Synergies with holdover. Frees up my Ember to do other things like Grovel and Fade Splitters. This is like so much wasted gold though. $485 gold. Minus 170 leaves me at 315 gold. Minus 80, minus 20, minus 20, minus 50 for the reroll leaves me with 140 gold for the second wave of this shop, which is really good. Or, alternatively, lets me buy Mask of Penumbra. The bonus card draw is good. I just wonder if making these Ancient Synergies insane, and then, like, duplicating one takes so much pressure off my Siren of the Sea. Like, is this better than just, like, doing this and re-rolling the shop? This shop specifically. Looking for the incant triggers twice. I don't know. This is probably safe enough where I just do this. We go plus 20 magic power and consume on this Ice Storm that I just picked up. We make one of those cost 1. At this point, do I just, like, hold over something that's free? Just, like, hold over this Flash Freeze? Use it to pick off back units in this fight? Actually, hold over Mind Collapse is pretty good. That also picks off back units. It's a little bit worse against Seraph specifically, but gives me a lot of options. And at worst, it's just, like, can't. Yeah. And I'm not going to be very good at eating morsels, huh? Okay. I think with all of these spells that I have, I'm going to be okay. Holdover Offering Token could be better than Holdover Mind Collapse. Our disadvantage. Enabler for 1 Crypt Builder. I can also hold over Frenzied Swarm. That saves a lot of damage. Yeah, It means the preserve is pretty much garbage, but whatever. Alright, everyone gets dazed. Reroll the shop. Permafrost, not great. What was it? Plus 20 magic power and consume. How much was the Mask of Penumbra? Fine. Free? Being free every turn is pretty clutch. I think that's fine. At this point, a purge on something better. At this point, do I just purge a preserve? That seems fine. Crypt Builder's free every time that I draw it once I have my holdover cards. Maybe another remove is just better. Really not good at morsels. I could also just remove the Crypt Builder. It's a really clunky early draw before I have Frenzied Swarm. And if I'm going to duplicate this Ancient's Energy that costs 1, like, I never want to hardcast this thing, basically. Alright. Talk myself into that. Okay. Alright, we'll see how this goes. I want middle floor to not be the small floor. Great. Okay. So, how does this fight look? I would like Ethos to be mid, so that my spell weakness applies top, I think. But then there's also an argument to play the Allied Construct so that it eats hits instead of my other tank. How am I killing Seraph? Like, is the Frostbite going to be enough? That's a question. If I think the Frostbite is enough and I don't need the bonus spell weakness, I play Ethos and Siren top floor. Otherwise, I play them mid. Like, all of these things that have 3 HP in this fight are dead by the time they reach the top. It takes so much pressure off my tank. I think I'm supposed to play Tethys top. Ooh. That's a very interesting draw. So I could choose to not play the Alloyed Construct right now. Oh, that's really weird. So I can choose to not play the Alloyed Construct and just play a single floor fight. Which might actually be correct, so that I don't get Ember Drained as frequently. In which case, I discard this. Ooh. Yeah, I think I can make that work. If that decision gets me killed. I think we do that. And this. Oh, right, the whole cleanse thing. My last decision awkward. Okay. That's fine. We'll work through it. That makes my scaling bad. Let's get you cleansed a whole bunch. This is awkward. I think it's too important to have this holdover frenzy swarm. Alright. So let's do that. Alright, Ember Morsel have arrived. We play... Well, I guess I daze this floor anyway. Or do I daze this? I guess I don't care too much about the bonus Ember, so... Those can just block. That can go there. Then yeah, we'll just daze the top floor and let this die. Alright, so we start with pack moves. I'm going to play every card in my hand. So the question is, like, where and how. I don't want to take hits here. I think this is the floor that gets dazed. That I can nuke this floor as much as possible. What makes sense? Yeah, now multiple lifesteal morsels, multiple HP morsels. You can go there to die, and now that happens. So now we're going to want to daze this floor unless we just kill this. No, I want to daze this so I can eat, really. So this is something that's happening. A lot of lifesteal morsels. That's cool. That's an acceptable amount of damage. But just not. This is so good. Yeah, you remember earlier in the run where I was worried about the Fire Wings? Not so much of an issue. Hey, it's my robot. Can we play it? Good to play it? Probably good to play it. Daze this floor, and then just kill stuff up here. Take 10. Oh, strong. Do that. Awkwardly, you were spawned by Seraph. Alright, so that I can eat. Yuck. Let's try to roll better than that. Much better. So good. Okay. What's next? Dazing this floor means that I should finish doing damage here. Mind collapse one of you. Pick you at random. You go here to die. This floor gets dazed. Alright. Offering token loots through. Nuke you from orbit. Let's nuke you from orbit. We're at the point where I flash freeze you and give up that spell damage 1. Oh, lifesteal's great pickup here. That's going there. We're going to be hitting in stacks of 48. I probably just kill this with an energy hit next turn. Really not sure if the frostbite is better here or here. I think I'm just going to go ahead and kill that unit and not think about it too much. Let's save a couple of damage shields. Right. Oh, lifesteal morsel. Fantastic. Not doing as much as I hoped. It's just one damage shield. It's a little sketchy. I don't think I'm getting there. We'll find out. Burn through this. That's awkward. That gets rid of that stack of spell weakness. Okay. The drain is super awkward with this dazed. Need to do this, which I guess means I just... I guess I just Shade Splitter here. Puts one bad card into my deck for the next draw through. Actually, is saving the damage shield here better? Saving the damage shield here might be better. Yeah. Oh, we aren't anywhere close. Wait. I mean, this helps a lot. Don't know by how much. So I'm going to gain 4 more HP on this, assuming that I cast more spells. I think it's Grovel. Grovel saves 10. Okay, so Sapped. No, the Sap's so dangerous. Like, if I Sap and discard Frenzy Swarm, it's a disaster. Alright. That might be enough. That's gonna be close. Nope. Just short. I mean, I don't think you need me to tell you that, like, plenty of things went wrong that run, and it was awkward. Like, we ended up buying 2 artifacts that, like, kind of waste gold and didn't hedge. Well, I think they were correct to do because of solving the problems that I specifically had. But some things that happened early on in the run made the run later on a little bit awkward. If we were within striking distance of that fight, like maybe I needed to play the robot. Maybe I needed to play the allied construct on turn 1, but it felt like I didn't necessarily need it to like get things started. We were really good at wave clearing. We just didn't scale all that hard. Like maybe I could have played the Tethys the mid floor, and that gets me the win instead. I thought we could do it, and we were very, very, very close. All right, it is what it is. This was a deck that really wanted to be a single floor deck, but I don't think we were quite powerful enough early on to try to be the single floor deck. I don't know, maybe it was a mistake picking the alloyed construct in ring 3, and maybe I should have just tried to be a single floor deck. But I think without the Pyrostone housing that we picked up much later, I wasn't going to be able to tank enough to do that. Interesting decision trees. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. I'll be back tomorrow.